Hey everybody, we're here at Maribou Spa in Folsom, California. Sitting with me is Christine Bayo, the owner of Maribou Spa. So let's get to know Christine a little bit and her business.
Thank you, Irik.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be here because actually, usually I do videos in studio. Today we're doing it at your place of business. So thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, how long have you been in business here?
So I opened this place in August 2021, but Maribou Salon and Spa as an establishment was originally started about 15 years ago by my aunt and uncle.
Okay.
And during, that time, they got really good with the hair industry. They opened several more locations, but they were salon only. And during COVID, they wanted to put all of their energy into the hair side of things. And so they were deciding what to do with the spa portion of the company. And they asked if I wanted to purchase it. So I did, and we completely redid it, revamped it.
We've talked before, and from our talks, I can tell the relationship you have with your employees is very important to you. Like, they're not just people robots who work for you. They're human beings first, and you care about them. So
yeah,
I appreciate that about business who treat their employees that way. Which is why we're here. So that being said, let's talk about your clients a little bit. Okay, so how do you think your clients perceive you to be unique or special?
Well, I do believe the employee aspect plays a big role in that, because a lot of companies will have independent contractors and you can't create a team environment. So with having the employees, what that allows us to do is to host like private events, for example. So we'll shut down the area for groups of women or families, and they'll get to come spend the morning or the afternoon here. So that's something special that we offer. And also the amount of training that I get to put into each person. We're really heavily focused on consultations and getting a deep understanding of every client's goals, what brought them in, why are they here today, why is it important to them to reach those goals, and how do those issues affect them on a daily basis. And so I teach my staff to talk to clients about that before we ever perform a service on them. So that way we make sure they're not just coming in and telling us what service they think they want, they're telling us what results they want. Yeah. And then we get to tell them what services will deliver that for them.
Yeah. I already have a sense of your passion for what you do, but can you describe your passion for what you do here in more detail?
I primarily see a lot of females come through. We get a lot of males as well, but being able to bond over that feminine connection is really important. And a lot of women either don't necessarily get to take that time for themselves, or for when we do see men, it's still a little taboo that they do value that aspect of, what they care about and their concerns. Yeah. So getting to create a safe space for that, where it's celebrated and it's accepted and embraced, is, I think, really powerful and special to be able to bond with our clients. So I love having that time with them. And then the services themselves, there's nothing more satisfying than an immediate before and after result. So that always gives me a kick.
What one piece of advice, if you could only give one piece of advice to people out there who would like to start their own business, what would that one piece of advice be?
So I've been listening to Grant Cardone, he's a salesman, he's a motivational speaker as well, and doing a coaching program that utilizes a lot of his advice. And one of the things that really stood out to me as something that I strongly believe in, because it is what propelled us forward in the beginning, is take imperfect action now. Don't wait to perfect it, because you can never get something to be perfect without the trial and error. So if you just take that leap and kind of dive in, it's going to create like a new slew of problems, but they're going to be good problems to have and ones that you're going to learn from as you go through the experience. So yeah, I think, you know, being kind of mentally prepared that it's going to be super challenging and difficult and that you are going to have a lot of problems to overcome and learn from, but then just going head first and
know that things will get closer to perfect as you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And don't sweat all the problems that come up. Just get through it because it's going to be worth it in the end.
Yes.
Christina, thank you for having me here and willing to sit down and interview with me.
Of course. I appreciate you coming in.
All right. So Maribou Spa in Folsom. Remember, a house is not a home until you're full of heart. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it.